Hello, dear viewers and listeners. I'm Monica Kuzminskaite. I'm a health and nutrition psychologist, and this is my podcast that I call Spoonful of Reason. Topic for this week is food insecurity and food scarcity. These are two distinct specific phenomena studied in the context of mental health. Food insecurity is an anxiety-based state that can negatively affect a person even when they do not feel hungry or when there is no immediate shortage of food. It is uncertainty about the future, exactly as we have heard so many times saying, I don't know if I'll have anything to eat. Alongside the frequently diagnosed generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, a phenomenon known as scarcity mindset is also observed. The brain cannot relax from a state of constant tension. We constantly evaluate our available resources, lack the mental capacity for other activities, and ultimately begin to experience decision fatigue. Food deprivation refers to actual starvation, whether intentional, such as in cases of intermittent fasting, or unintentional, such as due to poverty. In the context of mental health, the biological consequences of food deprivation are studied. When the body lacks glucose or essential micronutrients such as magnesium or vitamins B, survival mode kicks in. It often manifests as increased irritability, brain fog, and heightened cortisol production. Prolonged starvation can lead to clinical depression, eating disorders, social isolation, obsessive thoughts about food, and emotional instability. Food insecurity and mental health are interrelated. A sense of insecurity leads to stress, anxiety, and depression. People experiencing psychological difficulties find it harder to find work and achieve financial stability, which often leads to a sense of food insecurity. The primitive part of the nervous system is activated because a basic need is not being met or is at risk of not being met. Not only does food scarcity have a negative mental impact, but so do the shame, regret, and loss of self esteem associated with it. For students, food insecurity is often linked to impaired concentration and symptoms of ADD or ADHD, which come from chronic stress. Deficiencies in vitamin B12, iron, and omega 3 fatty acids are directly linked to fatigue, irritability, and cognitive impairments, which may resemble symptoms of depression or exacerbate existing depression. So, what can one do to keep the mental state from getting too deteriorated if food insecurity or food shortage are affecting our life? First, try to manage the psychological pressure. On days when cooking is too difficult, allow yourself to eat prepared processed foods such as canned vegetables or soups. Food quality matters, but eating something is more important than eating perfectly. On good days, cook extra food and freeze the leftovers. This is your lifeline for tougher days. If past experiences have left you anxious about potential food shortage, set aside a cupboard or drawer and fill it with non-perishable food so you know you have a reliable food supply. Avoid good and bad food labels. A bad food label will cause additional and unnecessary anxiety. View food as source of nutrients as and a safety measure. If you have the opportunity, use community fridges and self-help groups as ways to get food without feeling unnecessary shame. If it's not available, and if you can, organize such self-help initiatives yourself. Then you will increase your of control and self-efficacy, which will be a mental support tool for you as well. Hope this was helpful. I'm Monica Kuzminskaite, health and nutrition psychologist. I help to resolve simple and complicated issues with thinking, behavior, and emotions. I write, I give lectures, and I provide psychological counseling. You will find the link to register for counseling session under each post, and you will find my posts on social media, searching either for my name or keywords Spoonful of Reason. Wishing peace to you all.